True story, viewer discretion advised. This was about 5.5 years ago. I was living up at Gant Lake, up by Andalusia, Alabama, Dozier. My mom thought it'd be a good idea. Out in the middle of nowhere, I thought it'd be peaceful, but it was the biggest mistake of my life. Everything was okay, but then I had these neighbors. They would shoot guns in their backyards, blare loud music. They would yell things at me through the tree line. Didn't really pay much attention to it. Of course, I had to call the police a few times because it got so aggravating. But then, one faithful Saturday morning, I should say unfaithful, I don't know how else to say it, everything changed for me. My luck went downhill. The previous day, I was thinking about taking a road trip up into Mississippi. That never happened. I had an old trailer I was working on, had a bunch of rust I was sanding off of it because I was in the process of trying to rebuild it, sand the rust, new tires, new paint job, get it ready for the road. So Saturday morning I wake up, I'm eating breakfast, I hear a horn honk, I run to the front door and I look out, some guy in some SUV, never seen him before, didn't know who he was, and within a few seconds he left. I thought, maybe he was lost, didn't think anything of it. So I went back to eating my breakfast. Once I was done doing that, I got to work. I was underneath the trailer, sanding, grinding, and I hear something. I look up. A vehicle came pulling into my yard. Some guy, probably in his 40s. He was a detective with the Covenant County Sheriff's Department, from what he told me. So he starts telling me this, telling me that, and then all of a sudden a bunch of other cops come pulling in. Then they ask, "Can we search your house?" I said no, and then there's people. That guy came back with somebody else, and they said, "You're the one who trespassed on their property and took our stuff." But of course, I didn't. I was home sleeping when it happened. But because I was by myself and had no alibis, I couldn't prove it. So I got arrested. Read me my Miranda rights, and I tried everything to tell them, look, I was home sleeping when it happened, but unfortunately, it didn't matter. So, just to add this, make this short, I got arrested, had to sit in jail for 3 days, and finally, $3,000 later, I got out. That was, 72 hours of my life wasted for something I did not do. But yeah, I got out $3,000 in between the bail bondsman and lawyer. Then guess what? I get home. Yeah, they had gotten a search warrant. They had ransacked the whole place and left everything a complete disaster. Stuff broken, stuff laying all over the ground, just a complete mess. It took me about 2 days to get the mess cleaned up and 4 days to get everything back the way I wanted it. But yeah, those people, they slandered my name, ruined my reputation, made me look like the bad guy for something I did not do. I mean, 5 freaking cops or so, they're making me look like the bad guy for something I did not do. But yeah, they talk crap about, those people talk crap about me over Facebook, and the whole town was talking about me. People were driving down my road staring at me. So yeah, I tried to get out of there as quick as I could. I junked off half of my stuff, stayed at another property for a while, and once I got all that taken care of, didn't have to check in anymore at the police station. I sold my camper really cheap, and what was most important with me, I brought home back to my mom's house. But now I'm traumatized, scared everywhere I go. That's one of the reasons why I started the YouTube channel. To protect myself, because if I would have had a camera when that happened, that outcome may have been a lot different, But yeah, these people, they slandered my name, ruined my reputation, made me look like the bad guy for something I did not do, took my life savings, and now everywhere I go, I'm scared for my life. I know I don't really say anything about it, but it's true. Everywhere I go, I'm just scared. I just don't know anymore. This world is so sick. There's so many evil people out there that are just out to cause trouble. And guess what? After looking, my mom and somebody else I knew, we were looking on Facebook. There's people around that area. They are out for trouble. Don't get me wrong. There's some good people who live up there, but then you got the bad people. But yeah, here it is, 5.5 years later. They sent me in for some kind of test to see if I'm confident to stand trial. And of course, if it does go to trial, hopefully they'll drop it. But the bottom line is I was home sleeping when it happened, and that's all there is to it. It wasn't me, but these people are evil, blaming me for something I did not do. I told that detective, take my fingerprints, take my DNA, and of course they wouldn't. And guess what? The person who owns the property, whoever did potentially trespass on, didn't actually take anything. Whatever they got, they left in a bag outside the shed. And the person who was there drinks Coca-Cola, and I don't drink Coca-Cola. But nope. But because I was by myself, they pointed the finger at me because I was home by myself, and there's nobody to prove it. But yeah, I'm traumatized over all this. I have nightmares. I cry over it, knowing what they did. That's why I get out there and swim. It's what brings me peace and happiness. It's how I cope.